This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
And today's lunch break, filled with seafood and perfect for the Lenten season, we're making an easy and perfectly spiced crab cake. Joining us with some tips on how to make this savory dish is author of The Infinite Feast, Brian Tice. Brian, welcome back to the show. I see you have all of your Easter decorations already. A couple weeks early, you are on it.
Thank you. I was inspired. I couldn't wait. So I made sure that it all looked nice for you guys. I even dyed my own eggs today. I won't be showing you how to do that, but I thought they would add to the festivity of the segment. So there they are. You
are great. And we are looking for good seafood recipes, especially in this season. And I know crab cakes are a favorite, but boy, you better make them with a lot of crab because so often they're just filled with fillers.
That's absolutely true. And that's why I call mine Crabby McCrab cakes, because they have a lot of crab in them, not because they're going to make you crabby.
Oh, no, they're going to make us happy.
They'll actually make you happy. So if you're ready, I'll kick off and show you how it all comes together.
Oh, please do.
All right. So first ingredient, which is hard to argue with, is mayo. And it goes. Can I do a little pop quiz for the audience about mayo?
Sure.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this mayo starts with an H because I'm in New York at the moment. I spend a lot of time in New Orleans. And so the question for the viewing audience, and you can message me on Instagram at The Infinite Feast. You can tell me what mayo I might be using in New Orleans where they're making this recipe. And the initials, this is the hint, are BP. All right, have at it. And whoever gets it right the first time, I'll feature you in my newsletter tomorrow that goes out to 5,000 people, and you'll be a big star. And everybody will think about how
Julie's already trying it. She's maybe emailing you at this moment next to me.
Either that or I'm cheating with Google. One of the two.
Next is an egg, and we're beating it for you a little bit lightly. That goes in. Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, that'll give it some kick. Nice.
Very important. Creole mustard, which is what I try to cook with whenever mustard is called for. I do like Creole cooking, so that makes sense, right? And it's not as happy about coming out as it should be, so here we go. And that's in there. This is what we got so far.
So if you don't have Creole mustard, like a spicy mustard or a stone ground mustard?
Exactly. A spicy mustard that has a lot of the mustard seed still intact. That's really the difference between a Creole mustard and a Dijon. Dijon has ground mustard seed and wine as a base, whereas a Creole has vinegar and whole mustard seeds that make it up. So next is Old Bay seasoning, which I think everyone is pretty familiar with. It comes out of Maryland originally, but it's very popular in New England and all over the place. Salt. I try to cook without a whole lot of salt, but it's important to have in seafood. Next, we are going to give this a whisk with my whisk, which is right here. And let's see what's happening. You don't need to kill it, but just get it so the mayo is smooth in there. And then you're ready to go for it. You see, it's a pretty straightforward recipe. This is green onion, scallion, which is beautiful in a crab cake. And I've got a lot of it, and it's very chunky.
That is a lot.
Because I love green onion. It's my favorite thing. Parsley, more green, and then this is not something you would find in every recipe. Red bell pepper. Sometimes you'd find pimento, other red things, but I'm a real pushover for red and green. And so you got that going on, and I'll show you the finished product in a minute, and you'll be like, whoa, I can see what he's talking about. Next, the crab, a very important part.
Look at that, a full cup of big, chunky pieces of crab.
Big, chunky pieces of crab. Just so you know, at home, it's important for me to tell you, in order to make the magic of TV happen, I've divided this recipe into different parts. So you'll actually be cooking with more visually than you're seeing me cook with here.
So Brian, we have about a minute left. I think we spent too much time. I asked you too many questions, but I love your font of knowledge. So if we can get this baby done in a minute, that'd be great.
This guy is being mixed up, I'll sing a short song since I sang last time for you. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, crab cakes on their way. Now, you need to see what the final, you then shape it into a pincushion, not a pancake. That's very important.
Oh.
You'll see the recipe online.
Okay.
You'll see the recipe online. And you also see it right here when I show you the results. How's that? This is what you're going to end up with. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it's beautiful and not filled with breading.
That's right. It's hardly any filler at all. But remember that you need to go ahead and have it overnight to marinate and find itself so it sticks together even better.
Oh, that's a
these
good
are these are my radishes and my carrots in a spring vinaigrette, which is obviously a colorful, beautiful thing and very appropriate for Peter Cottontail. So all that together is going to make a really nice lunch or dinner during the Lenten season.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I know you have so many great recipes in your book. I appreciate you sharing this
Thank
one
you.
live for us. Nice to see you again. If you at home want more recipes from the Big Easy, you can visit theinfinitefeast.com.